The static deficit lunge. So we don't have a hard surface. We've made it a hard surface by using a plate. If you use a soft surface, you might just have to work on a little bit of balance and stability. And if that's something where you lack of, that's something that we can sort of prioritize. Now, Shay, let's get into the position that we need to. Cool. Now with the static lunge, just kick your foot back to wherever you feel comfortable the most. As we go into this movement, we're trying to target a little bit more glutes and hamstrings. And we can do that by just having a soft lean forward and stretching out, putting the glute in a stretched or lengthened position. So that's all it needs to be. We want to keep that shin relatively tall with a soft knee bend forward. Okay. If we have the knee really far forward, go really far forward for me, Shay. And then if we try to do the lunge now, so yep, back up and down. Because that knee's in a lot of flexion, we actually lose a lot of tension in the glutes and we put all the weight into the quads, all the load into the quads. So from this position, if we keep that knee as vertical as possible, let's drop that butt down to the ground. Yep, there's a soft knee bend there, that's fine. Try and get that right foot a little bit more forward. Yep, and then go again and get that shin a little bit more vertical. So butt down, yep, and as you come up, it's almost like you're about to step forward. Yep, perfect. And that's all it is. So we've just done this on a box just so we can have a little bit more range. You can put your foot back onto a plate as well to get a little bit more range. I feel like Shay could just go that little bit more. Yep. Perfect. And then the last thing to sort of worry about here is you can use weight on both sides. If you use weight on both sides, it's going to be more glute max. Okay, if you use a weight on the left-hand side, so she's got a right-hand side working, it's going to be more glute med because you're stopping yourself from essentially falling over. All right, and one more thing, as we do the movement, keep both hips pointing straight ahead, making sure there's no rotation. So if the camera is facing me right now, as I'm doing the movement, I want to make sure I'm not in this position. If you struggle to get your hips lined up pointing straight ahead, please let me know. There's something that we need to address in here before we can come back into the movement. So that's the static deficit lunge.